you ready for some football? It's the Giants and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Haynes finds his tight end Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Come on now, let's go.
The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 4 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
He now has 11 touchdowns on the season, and in no way is that just simply luck. That's a great combination of route running, determination, and making nice catches.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Dances by at the 20 and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Barkley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 17 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. From the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 50.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Nifty move. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Haynes.
Over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Haynes. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now Saquon Barkley. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're... And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. The second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jameis now on 1st down.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
He's got a man, complete. And down to the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
From the red zone now, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Haynes. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw on 3rd down, Haynes. And Ingram holds it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Haynes. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Matthew Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we reach half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here, as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
On first down, Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On first down, Haynes. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake. Haynes. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Falcons! Marlon Mack hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right.
That is caught by Lamb.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pick.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Keon Crossan.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Eluding the pressure right. Winston into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back now here on EA Sports. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st down, Winston. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Winston's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Bourne.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Winston. Flush to his right. And Winston lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20.
That's right, baby. It's all
And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
Fights through, and now a crease. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Right back to Pitts again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. Returning it, John Ross. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the Giants send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.